In this video, you will learn how to simplify algebraic expressions with fractions and with decimals. So to do this, we need to know how to combine like terms, which we have done previously. Now just a quick review of combining like terms. If you had 4x plus 3x, we can combine these because they have the same variable component. And so we combine by taking the coefficients of 4 and 3 and adding those together. So 4 plus 3 would give me 7, and then the x goes with it. So that would be 7x. Now if you had 4x plus 3x plus 2y, only the x's can combine, because a y is not the same thing as an x. So I combine only like terms. 4x plus 3x would be 7x once again, and then we have 7x plus the 2y at the end. Now if you had 2x squared plus 3x minus x squared plus 4x, the x squareds can combine, and then the x's can combine. So 2x squared minus x squared are both like terms. I have 2x squareds, and then here we have minus 1x squared. So I combine by subtracting 2 minus 1, and that gives me 1x squared. And then the x's can combine. 3x plus 4x would give me 7x's. So I have 1x squareds plus 7x's. And those cannot combine any further because those are not like terms, because x squared is different than x. So I can write this, instead of with a 1 in the front, this would be x squared plus 7x. So if there's nothing in the front, there is an assumed 1. So no need to write the 1, and this would be x squared plus 7x. So if you can combine like terms, and you know how to add and subtract fractions, then this lesson, that's all you're really doing. We're putting those two ideas together. We are adding and subtracting like terms with fractions. So example 1, we have 1 over 5x plus 3 over 4x. Those are like terms because they both have an x. So when I combine, I can add the 1/5 plus 3/4. When I do that, I need a common denominator of 20. So for the first fraction, 5 times 4 is 20. So 1 times 4 gives me 4 for that first numerator. The second fraction, 4 times 5 gives me 20. So 3 times 5 would give me 15. So I have 4 over 20 plus 15 over 20, and that's going to give me 19 over 20. And then x goes on the outside. Example 2, we have 1/4 x plus 7y minus 5y plus 3x. So the y's can combine. 7y minus 5y would give me 2y. And then the x's can combine. 1/4 x plus 3x. So 1/4 x plus 3x, to combine those, I need to add the coefficients. 1/4 plus 3. So 1/4 plus 3, I could leave this as a mixed number of 3 and 1/4, and then times x, and then plus the 2y at the end. If you wanted an improper fraction, you could do the 3 times 4 plus 1 to get 13 over 4x plus 2y. Either is fine, just depends on your context of which one you're going to want to use, but this one might be the best way to write it. Here's a third example. We have 2x squared plus 2 over 5x minus 4 minus 3/4 x minus x squared. So the x squareds can combine, and then the x's can combine. So the x squareds, we have 2 x squareds minus 1 x squared. That's going to give me 1 x squared. And then the 2/5 x minus 3/4 x, I need to combine those by taking 2/5 minus 3/4. So here I need to subtract, and I need a common denominator, which would be 20. So 5 times 4 is 20, which means 2 times 4 would give me 8. And then the second fraction, 4 times 5 is 20, so 3 times 5 is 15. So to combine, we have 8 minus 15, which is a negative 7 over 20. So that would be negative 7 over 20 x's. And then we have the minus 4 at the end. So this here would be my solution. So you've seen a few examples, and this entire lesson, that's all you're doing, is you are using the rules of combining like terms and putting that together with adding and subtracting and then sometimes multiplying fractions together. So that concludes our lesson for today. We will see you next time.